Yeah, so there was that. There was
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Valen, and I am here to bring you a hill of bones. We are
One hello
brought
boat.
to. Play Captain. I play Seto. The holy crap, I'm off today.
Well,
I play Seto, the Eladrin assassin sorcerer, and I'm joined by motherfuckers who are hopefully more on the motherfucking ball than I am.
hello. I'm Mike. I'm the first of the motherfuckers that you will hear from today. I play Steve, the Furblock Druid.
Hi, my name is Sophia. I am the second of the motherfuckers to come in here today. I play Walden, the Warforged Barbarian Ranger.
Hi, I'm Rev. I play as Minute, the Paladin Warlock.
And hi, I'm Sage. I am the final motherfucker, the DM of A Hills Have Bones. Last time on Hills Have Bones, the party managed to finally have a long rest. And after recuperating, rejoicing, and having an altogether bit of a shindig with the goblins in the grotto and other survivors from the events of Hanka, the team learned about Grusif, one of the titans of the oldest ages, and his links to the outer planes, and how he may be linked, is linked to the Lich experiments that have been uncovered in Hanka. The group discovered through crystal memory fragments other things about themselves and the people there, including a potential lead into Paith, both from where Seto's parents may be and a link to the outer planes and people's knowledge and research on how to link to them, because Paith is linked to the Feyrealm. The nearest settlement to Paith, as Paith is nomadic, is Raputa. And the party, having now learnt some of this information, is kind of planning their way into traveling to Raputa. It is currently around 9 a.m. the next day after the events of Hanka, as you have rested, eaten, and recovered from all of your wounds and enjoyment. Many of the people you're partying with have gone to kind of start setting up potential new councils, getting building and construction back underway. So you have been left with Cuckoo, whose breeding grounds Liza has told you are around the lake of where Paith is. And Crick has gone with Lucred to form a council. The people currently here are Travis, Yen, and Gruta. And Martha.
I assume Martha has the crystal? Or do we have the crystal?
Martha would have, the kind of the crystal technology.
Okay.
I
just want to make sure
believe it was like a spinning dowsing sort of machine.
Okay. Just want to make sure we weren't like taking her shit.
Yeah, she's got it back.
Is anybody else doing a go at the crystal? Like any NPCs or anybody, or in general?
You can put that devil away.
Well, I believe everyone has gleaned what they needed to know of it, Martha tells you. Liza did have a look herself. I believe she talked to Walden about what she was aware of, and some of those memories were hers.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't think any of the other memories in there are going to be that relevant to people. I think it's done its purpose.
Okay.
However, if you are able to find objects of large significance, I may be able to pull memories out of them and see them. But for now,
Takes out the bone of the giant.
oh yeah, you did take a fingertip, didn't you?
I did.
You did. Well, I mean, it's now a fossil, so there's a chance that it having no DNA material and being made of minerals will dilapidate any effect I can get. But I'll try. And
Worth a
she
shot.
will. It's worth a shot. That, if I remember correctly, that one was from Boulder, right?
Let's see what I put. Inventory. I did not know who I got that from.
Okay.
Wait, got
That's
what
fine.
from? Sorry, I had my headset off because the kids were being.
The fragment of the giant skeleton that I was going to attempt to turn into a staff.
Right.
I think they were Yurth the Brutal because he was the one with the energy leaking from the skull.
Okay. I will roll for it.
And yeah, all right.
Anybody else has some
That's
historically
I don't have the best notes.
important
I don't have
things?
anything of major value in that way. So
You're a major value in that way. Boom. Compliment.
cool. Well, we don't really have a lot of like non-combat possessions in general.
All right. And even like now might be the only time that we have to essentially upgrade because we don't know what we're going into next, and we at least know that this place has smiths and things like that, so we can probably we just made a fuck ton of money. You know what I mean? We still have like some 20 gold bars on top of the coins. You know what I mean? So.
Wait, you're a gold hoarder. What's our gold count at?
1820.
1,820.
Yeah.
That's it. I got 25 gold in my pocket, bro.
Don't worry, the rogues.
That's all I need. I
and
unfortunately, I trust you with money because I know you ain't letting anybody get to it who ain't going to get to it.
That's facts. Like, oh, I'm sorry about your figures, but you shouldn't have fucked around. But yeah, I figured now would be the best time to spend I don't know how much a +1 is. I think it's like 100 or whatever to kind of get our magic sexied up or our weapons sexied up.
Let's see what Sage is rolling with this, and then we'll determine whether or not that place is even flooded or not.
That's science.
So, I rolled for Martha to try and use an arcana. She says, I think it is actually possible. But these memories are so old and convoluted right now that I can't make much sense of them yet. You get the feeling that the DM wasn't aware that was going to come up in the first 15 minutes.
That is fair. I didn't think that was going to be an option until it popped in my brain.
No, absolutely fair. It will be, is the answer to that.
Okay.
what my role, I feel, has said is that depending on the age of the memory, depends on how long it might take her to decode it and get it viewable. She rolled pretty well, so I think it will probably take her about 5 days to go back as many thousands of years as it is for this fossil.
Okay. That means she needs it, correct?
Well, if you want me to decipher the memories, I will need it physically. Oh.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's probably best to not just carry that around, at least for now.
It was going to be badass, but now we'll use it for something.
I mean, if you intend to craft something out of it, I could probably use one of the fragments. I might not need the whole thing.
I mean,
I feel like this is safer with you.
Okay.
it's also like we could still do something with it after the 5 days. Like your ritual or whatever is not going to destroy it, right?
No, not at all.
So yeah, we just wait the 5 days and then do something with it, or like come back after that's done and then do something with it.
I just need to attune the frequency of the crystal so that I can actually see light through the memories. Otherwise, it's just pitch black.
Do we have a sending stone / way of communicating with her without coming back?
I believe that we sent one side of the sending stones to my mother, Auntie Grin, and Martha back at Grimwall. However, it's something I can craft.
Let's have a direct line to Hanka too, if we can.
Okay, in that case, if you give me probably about 2 hours, I can craft one that links with all of them.
Beautiful. That would be great.
That'd be Saxon, yeah.
I'm gonna give her gold too.
Thank you.
I know that ain't free.
Yeah, Martha's an artificer, so if there's any kind of simple artificery items, if you're having her work for like 2 or 3 hours, then let me know.
Can you enhance a weapon of sword to +1?
I believe I can actually.
Well then.
Then I will present
believe
her
it
with my
takes-
broken longsword.
Oh, okay. Would you need this reforging?
No, just more powerful.
Just sharper on the edges. Okay.
Yes.
Now...
I don't want to overwhelm. How long is this gonna take? I don't want to overwhelm her with stuff.
Let's say 2 or 3 hours.
Because I feel like we should probably upgrade all of our super imbued weapons if we have time.
If we have money, like how much is this going to cost?
Just
I mean, we have
yeah.
1,000 gold, so I think we're okay.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Magic weapons, like even just +1s, they can rack up some price tags in a quickie.
Let's find out. We even have the time to do it.
So...
I have a few things I want to do today, so at least she's got the day for whatever we need.
I will give you the list of things that are doable.
And like, I don't just want to be like walking up on her like, here's a laundry list of shit. We'll be back in a couple hours.
Yeah, right.
Like, I want to be a dick.
And the stuff, I'll wait for you to put your list so I know what I'm capable of asking.
Yeah. So this is Artificer Infusions. It's a class feature, and it is not. These are the ones that I can replicate. So you can have 2 of these in half a day because they're the infusions. And then
That makes sense. All right.
if you give her the full day, you would be able to get 1 of these.
What is an alchemy jug?
It is a jug that can give you various liquids like mayonnaise and acid.
So, hold on. You mean I can attack people by throwing mayonnaise in their face?
I mean, it's gonna do what
No,
mayonnaise
but
does.
you could with acid.
Yeah, like it's gonna do what mayonnaise. Gloves. Whoa. Gloves of thievery.
I could with acid, but it's funnier with mayonnaise.
I mean, you can attack somebody with mayonnaise. That it's just essentially doing a grease spell.
I mean, grease is a non-damaging spell, so yeah. And as a matter of fact, yes, mayonnaise is a grease spell.
So
Gloves of thievery, I'm looking at.
Yeah, everybody sees that, right? Like that could come in handy for a certain someone.
What it? Elven kind.
Oh shit.
From boots of elven kind. I don't. Well, I assume the elven kind gives you the extra dex or something.
No. I believe that's movement.
It's like extra movement speed or something like that.
Or advantage on stealth when you are in the woods.
No, that's the hood. There's a cloak of elven kind that does that. Like you pull the hood up and you get like.
Yeah, it's also in the list.
Shit. It is. Oh shit.
Does Eyes of Charming raise your charisma or do a charm spell?
the boots allow you to make no sound regardless of the surface, so you have advantage on dexterity brackets stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Alright, so we're keeping her chained in the basement like Jesse from
Well, I mean,
and having her crack out items.
What's the Eyes of Charming?
The Eyes of Charming is they are crystal lenses that can be fitted over eyes or glasses. They have 3 charges. While wearing them, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast a Charm Person spell, and your save DC is 13. It must be on a humanoid within 30 feet of you, and provided that you and the target can see each other. They regain all charges at dawn.
Interesting.
From Boots of Elven Kind, how much is Cap of Water Breathing?
That is your that would be, so from the wand and secrets up, that would be your secondary item. So 1 is Ascending Stone, so you've got somewhere with you, 1 in Hanker and 1 in Grinwall. And then you get a secondary one, which is from Alchemy Jug to Wand of Secrets, that will be part of her morning's work and is because it's only a 2nd level artificer replication. It's not like a difficult thing for her to replicate. However, I believe the cost of it is similar to the cost of the item. I think it's half the cost of the item. But I'll double check that.
Okay. Once you're done, I have a follow-up question.
It's not giving me a lot. It's not giving me the answer I need. So I'm gonna say it's 50 gold pieces for the second one.
Um, the sending stones. Is it like a group chat always, or can you pick different stones upon request?
Both.
Okay.
Well,
So you can choose
those are
it to
kind of
be a group
mutually
chat.
exclusive.
Yeah, you can choose it to be a group chat because you would type into the sending stone, like I think you like carve into them or something, but like you speak into them. I forget which one it was, but if you were to carve into it, it would be all of them. If you were to speak into it, then you would get hold of a specific person.
Okay. I say we load up on sending stones so everybody in the party has a chance to potentially get one, so we can always communicate with everybody in the party.
If you wanted to get onto...
So however many we can do of the sending stones.
Why do you want one for everybody?
Ideally.
Yeah, but
That way, if someone gets separated, we can still know what's going on. That doesn't mean we have to do it all now, but that would be a nice end goal.
That would be good. If they're 50 gold per, then it's 5. No, sorry, 4. Well, 5 to be safe for Jord. But like,
well, we already have one.
We already have one. Okay, so it would be 4 more, so that would be 200 gold.
Yeah, which is honestly
not that bad of an investment
for right now. Yeah.
You have one in Hanker, but one hasn't been made yet.
Oh, we also have one.
So if
that's
you
directly... sorry.
You have one in Grunwald, one in Hanker. She said that she will make another one for you to take that are linked. If you wanted party ones, that would be either the one you're taking and 3 or 4 others, or...
So we don't currently have one?
You have one in Hanker and one in Grunwald.
But the one in Hanker is in our possession right now.
Technically, it's in Martha's because she's been talking to Auntie Grown and Grunwald.
Okay. So 5 would be 250, 4 would be 200.
Yeah.
Regardless, because I don't know, math.
It takes her half a day to make 2.
Okay, so it would be
I would say don't buy more than 2 if we have anything else to do.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
And then in addition to that, she can still do +1s on stuff for Rev and stuff.
It really depends how many days you're going to be here, but she has a limit.
Situation.
She has a limit on her infusions, but not her replicatable magic items.
You what you just sent us was replicatable matter. Okay. What is the limit on the infusions?
Let me double check. Currently unclear. That might take me a minute.
No worries.
Enhanced weapon. I think she only gets so many. But it's being a bit confusing.
While you're looking that up, can you answer whether or not the market has been flooded?
Oh, the market? No, the markets. There's lots of markets.
Okay, thank you.
There's the plaza never got fully flooded. But the only places that ended up fully flooded was mostly the university and the barracks. Yes.
Okay.
Uh, since this is like I feel like a good time to jump in with this. One of the things I wanted to check out was, you mentioned that there was a lot of looting, which is good because that means that the black market is bustling, and that's where the good shit's gonna be. And all the little kids in the black market already know fucking setup. You know what I mean? Like all those little kids and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can up our equipment through basically, some Robin Hood type shit. They stole from the rich and we're gonna pay the poor. Right? Is that because and I got the discerning eye.
I think if you're asking if you could find a way into the black market, the answer is probably.
Probably. All right.
Probably.
Yeah. I want. This is why I wish Joe was here. Everybody else stands out so much. Like at least with a tall thing, you can put you're a half goat. You're like literally the giant security system that keeps the city. You know what I mean? Like people are like aware of you just on instinct, and you can't really see who I'm pointing at in this direction. But I think that was pretty obvious on that last one.
Yeah.
And you're a giant fucking lizard man frog murderer.
I'm not giant.
You're not. Wait, you're not?
No,
he's
I'm
tiny.
3 feet.
Oh. I
But
thought you were like Walden
No,
size
I
for
am-
some reason. That's...
no, I'm shorter than you. I'm a halfling size.
Yeah. He's ridden on Walden before.
Oh, all right. Fuck me.
But I have disadvantage on stealth because of the paladin stuff armor,
Yeah, because of the clanky armor. That is what I was gonna say.
which those elven boots would be useful for me
That's not wrong. Yeah.
to remove that disadvantage. But yeah, I can go with you to the black market and put those kids in order.
No, also, not the energy I'm looking for.
So
The
just
right one is
to
Walden, but you know what I mean? Like Steve's
just
too
to confirm, the artificial infusion for enhancing a weapon, she can only do it to one weapon
a day or at a time.
at a time.
And
Funky
how
butt loving.
long does it last?
Mhm.
Because isn't this a 1 day thing?
No, so it's not a 1 day thing. It's just she can only do it to one weapon at a time.
Oh,
So
yeah,
consider
no way.
it that she has 3 infusion slots. She is helping you, so she is a sponsor, if you will, a benefactor of your party's mission. And she will give you 2 of her infusions, but she can only do 1 of each kind of infusion at any given time. And they will last with you.
What is the time of the infusion?
So there isn't a time limit, there's an amount limit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I say let the lizard have his stabby because he asked first.
Yeah.
And then I will look left and right. Nobody says anything. We'll see.
If York was here, maybe he could use it better than me, but
And
I
these are interchangeable
considered-
items too. To be fair, you know what I mean? Like,
I considered, but I feel like I'm doing okay so far myself, and I don't really think I need the help.
There is enhanced defense for a +1 to armor class for armor or a shield.
That is good to
So
know.
the other, just there's that one. The other one she can do, just to list of what she can do, is the Helm of Awareness, which you would have to have a helmet but a creature has advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you can't be surprised if you are not incapacitated.
I
Enhanced
already
defense,
have
which
something like that.
Yeah, that's like alert or some shit, right?
Danger sense.
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
Well, no, that's not exactly the same, but I have stuff in that vein. I will go with the +1 defense if nobody else has like, oh, I need to get this.
My only thought is we have powered up weapons from the Arc Druids.
Oh.
Maybe bump those, because those are going to stick with us.
Right.
She can also enhance an arcane focus. So if your arcane focus is a staff or such, she can give a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. And you ignore half cover while making a spell attack with an enhanced arcane focus.
I'm thinking if they are archdruids, maybe they don't deal in metal that much. Isn't it like that?
They have various blessings they've done.
Blessings, yeah.
Yeah. They gave a buff to our weapons when we showed up to them. So
Everybody else got blessed weapons, and I got Bane. Everybody else is like, yay! And it's just like, no. Like, sorry, but that's not your vibe. It was the Karen was like reading my heart or some shit, and he was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, makes sense.
all right, if nobody's gonna go for that second one, I'll go for the +1 defense on my armor.
Walden, may I suggest you go shopping first? Because if you upgrade your armor, maybe you want to upgrade your armor twice.
That's fair. Well, I have integrated defense, so like whatever armor I end up getting, it's just kind of like I can meld it to my body. So like,
so it'd be a +1 defense to something that you don't even own yet? Question mark.
I mean, I'm not 100% certain how that would work. So I guess this is a ruling for Sage, because this is the wording on my thing. Let me find it. You have a +1 bonus to armor class. To don or doff armor, other than a shield, it takes 1 armor and must be proficient with the armor. When you live, your incorporated armor can't be removed from your body against your will. So, like, what I'm thinking is like in terms of like the upgrading is that like I essentially upgrade my chassis, so I have like a baseline +1 bonus, and then I get the armor on top of that. You know what I mean?
Can you read the first bit again?
You gain a +1 bonus to armor class, which is already listed on my thing. To don or doff armor other than a shield, it takes 1 hour rather than like a action or a minute. I can't remember. And you must be proficient with the armor. While you live, your incorporated armor can't be removed from your body against your will.
Yeah. To me, that reads as your armor like specifically fits to your chassis. So
that makes me think that it's kind of like a power armor in Fallout, where like you can take off and on pieces, but the pieces themselves would be what would be enchanted.
That's actually not a bad analogy either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree. It's the long and short of it, is I agree.
Okay. All right then. So yeah, we'll do the +1 defense on the armor, and then we'll do, and then we can go shopping. And if I happen to get armor on top of that, that's separate. Though my current armor is it's not bad.
What is your AC?
My AC 17. I have an unarmored bonus. That's right. That's partially why it's so high. That's a barbarian thing. So
I know, but I meant more than that.
I
Sorry.
actually don't remember what armor I have. I think it's actually not technically any. It's just
The
my
way I'd
chassis.
see it, the way I saw it is that this would probably be done onto your your shields that you got recently.
Okay.
Like your defender shield. So like, because it doesn't have to just be to a suit of armor, it can be to a shield. So I figured it would be done onto your weapon, because your weapon counts as a shield when it's like bashing.
Oh, that's a twofer.
That's fair. Yeah, that's a good
Solid
point.
twofer.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. +1 to attack and defense.
I'm into it.
It's gonna look like one of those cars in zombie movies.
Yeah. Walden becomes a car, the adventure.
Honestly, Walden the Battle Chariot does not sound unbadass.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I need to take a quick human, but if you guys want to look up those items and have a think about what you might want to buy while I human, or does other people need to human?
You know what? There's a lot of both that could happen. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of both. I'm just letting you know, at least for me,
Yes, I will.
like that time has come.
Where's the? Yeah, I'll be right back. There we go.
Okay. Sorry.
Damn, you got a Beldum and a Charmander? You fuck! I don't know who you are, MJN Pony Boy, but I'm jealous of your accomplishments.
Who has a Charmander?
Oh.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I know who it is. I can tell by the NJN. But, yeah, I repeat, I don't know who you are, MJN Pony Boy. But me and you got the blood feud now. God damn it. Fucking first Sabi gets a Charmander, and then this motherfucker gets a Charmander. They're just giving them out on my stream. Very Charmandery streams and shit. And I can't get no Charmander. I gotta... I'll be right back.
Remember to turn off the stream.
I will say for any uncommon items, depending on their usefulness, probably depends on their price range a bit. Like the more likely someone needs an item, the cheaper it will be because the more likely it's produced in the first place. The more unique and niche an item, the less likely it's made, the more expensive it is.
Do you need a guide of prices?
Well, I'm all right, but so for instance, the cloak of protection is going to be something a lot of people would use, and it's going to be 150 gold pieces. Will be around the price you're looking at for that kind of commonly needed uncommon item, whereas a moon sickle, it's going to be slightly less likely for people to use it. It is also, from what I can tell, it did have a price of 500 gold, but I'm willing to say that as it is only uncommon, I will let you haggle potentially for what that would be, but it would be somewhere between 200 and 400.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Seto to try to bargain for a cloak of protection. He's got that. Boom boom pow. And a bunch of coal. Yes.
Sickle was 240. Oops. Because honestly, at that price, we should all just up our fucking defense and call it a day. That's a good price for a cloak of protection. But yeah.
Well, maybe if you buy in bulk, you'll get a discount.
Oh, 200 to 400 depending on mine. All right. Roll to smolder.
For the sickle.
Yeah, is so sorry. So just so I've got this roughly in my mind, there'll be a hand crossbow that can be attuned for Walden. Potentially a cloak of protection. Potentially a moon sickle. Potentially Martha will be working on bad news, which we will call fake news for hilarity and my own personal enjoyment.
I am fine with passing on the sickle if we can get a group discount for multiple cloaks of protection. Throwing that up.
Honestly, that you could go out and buy multiple cloaks of protection. I'm more than happy for you to. They're the kind of item that people are going to buy.
We did want to check the black market as well. That was
that's fine.
a thing. So those cloaks are going to be there.
You use your charisma to do what you can do.
Can I help with that? Because I guess my
he got the I may got the smolder, but he got the aura, as the kids say.
I do the eyes.
The eyes, oh yeah.
And the spores.
And the spores? That's
no spores.
Mostly the spores. I think it's definitely the spores that get all the lalas.
So if I've got this right, we're going out to market now.
Yes. We're gonna making our way down.
Then off we go.
Oh, look at him!
Oh,
we're standing here.
Shit balls!
I touch everything.
Right? Like, oh my god! Have you seen Aladdin? I'm robbing everybody. Stop.
I like that the ground looks slightly moist, but not too moist.
Just moist enough to slip on. Like,
just moist enough,
but not enough.
It's
to
made of Legos.
Just enough moist to where it was moist.
It's moister where I
look at all the rugs hanging because everything was flooded. This is obviously very specific to our campaign.
This is true. Got all these candles burning, trying to dry the ground. Crazy.
Facts.
To be fair, I did spend quite a long time looking for what I felt post Hanka looked like. I did.
Oh,
embarrassing, one could say.
No, it looks so good. Oh my god.
So yeah, you guys start rifling through the market space.
Definitely looking for those thieving little kids again who he likes so fucking much. Mostly just kind of now is his chance to check on him. So.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm just letting them do their thing. I'm chilling out with Yen. Like there's no, I am not helping this situation at all. Being a big burly boy.
Roll me a perception check for the kids.
All right. I also let what
But
you call
don't
it?
look too much, or we'll call the police.
Yeah. They don't even have schools to be 500 feet away from here. It's the best.
Yeah, well, technically you're one of them, right?
Yeah. Technically, I would be
Seto
one
is.
of them.
Ooh, this is a bad series of comments.
Oh
I mean-
yeah, no, it's meant to be. Sorry, I'll stop. Oh, what the fuck
Stop
was
the
I
streaming.
doing? Perception check. Perceptions. We're perceiving for the local skullduggery, and not good. No.
You look around, Sedo, and you're trying to find like where those classic little alleyway getaway parts were. And like, I don't know, maybe because like the flood has changed some of the infrastructure, people are rebuilding a bit, they're changing the alleyways. But you can't really catch an eye of any of the kids right now. But maybe one will find you later.
So yeah, right now I guess we're making our way through to kind of see. To the coal emporium.
Coal Emporium.
Do we want
The little tiny
for-
coal shop that's about to have the best time of its life.
Do we want 4 cloaks of protection?
Oh, I mean, we could.
You gonna try to make some money first.
Yeah, I'm setting up money. There's no way we can make money in the immediacy for what I'm doing because it's a front-loaded situation. But
Is there even any guarantee that we are gonna get money out of this? Especially if we're not gonna be here.
we're fucking heroes, and we have a proxy to take care of our business. My sweet honey boy, Travis here.
Has Travis come with you?
Travis is always with me. No, I don't know. It's really
Okay,
up to him.
Travis.
He's allowed to be his own person.
You know what? No, Travis has come with you. Gaku, stay behind. Travis is here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm fairly local to these streets. I can show you around. Coal Emporium, did you say?
Well, it's just a little shop right now. I've been there before. But I'm just hoping it's still around after all this.
Yeah, I believe there were some kids that had a wagon. People have been after coal more now. There's so much water, though. There's more need for it. And Travis kind of like takes a quick look around and goes, "Yeah, over there." And you make your way over to like what has now become an ever so slight shop front of coal.
Nice.
People seem to be coming in, paying like, a few silver pieces for a bag of coal. They're even selling smaller amounts that are more like a bag of flour's amount of coal for like one kind of use of coal. The current coal prices is going to be 3 copper for a 3 kilogram flour bag. It's kind of like this big. It's kind of like a barbecue or two's worth.
Really cheap.
It is fairly cheap. Coal's never been expensive. And it's 2 silver
make money 'cause
pieces.
there's 0 overhead for us. Like maybe buying a sack to put it in. Like
You've
that's-
essentially become a water company. I'm just letting you know.
who got the compunctions? Not this guy.
It feels a little hypocritical to go from like taking down the horrible leaders of this country to becoming a fucking business tycoon.
No, like we were literally saying how great it is the CEO died, and then like we saw them. So my business.
We're gonna
Well,
we're
we
gonna
need
we're gonna
funds for
become a
stuff.
monopoly in the coal market, and we're going to fucking kill anybody who stands in our way.
Okay, A, don't read ahead. B, C, A again. But no, we can do it nicer. There's a Steve. It's not just a Seto. There's a
I didn't
Steve.
come.
No, I mean not right now, but I mean in general, you probably wouldn't just let me murder people trying to sell coal. You
Yeah, but
what
I don't know
mean?
you're doing this. I'm hanging out with Yen. Listen to that.
In like, if I do this, you would know. But yeah,
It's
the
for
idea
the own
is,
good.
is
This
just
will build character.
to it's mostly just about making money, not about like. To be fair, Seto's, he hasn't even thought about those implications of it. He's just like, now we can like stay at good fucking places and eat all we want, and like we've been drudging through shit for so long. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, we deserve a little of the nice stuff, right? And this is how we get it. I've carried this semi-useless bag of coal since the beginning. I say semi because it was very useful, super useful in a very specific situation.
You've remembered the bag of the coal like throughout the campaign when other things have been forgotten. I'm totally okay with it.
Right? So I love it.
But the DM's real bad at math. How many silver are in a gold?
10. It's by divisions of 10.
10. Okay, that makes my life so much easier. Okay. So.
But essentially, the idea is how much money does this person have that they're willing to spend on coal, and I will give them that amount of coal.
So the current coal prices, it's 3 copper for a 3 kilo sack. It's 2 silver for a 20 kilo like potato sack. And it's 5 gold for roughly 30 sacks worth of coal, which is a wagon.
That's
because some places will trade by the wagon.
Not the money-making scheme I thought it was going to be.
You can sell the
But
children.
it's still,
It's
it ain't nothing. You know what, Travis, buddy, we're gonna get you some business acumen. You're gonna run this.
business, sir.
Yeah, you didn't seem cut out to be a guard, but you're smart. You know a good lead when you find one, and you follow a good trend when you get there. So,
I'll be honest, I think I'm technically a turncoat and a coward, sir, but thank you.
hey, don't talk
Can I
about
just
my
say
friend Travis
really
that
quick?
way. You don't talk about my friend Travis that way.
That is true.
I just
I
kind
know.
of just say before you jump into this
What's up?
weird capitalist scheme,
just
if we
need some
want money, we could just like do a couple of odd jobs. Like, there's a lot of things that people need help
Why
with.
you gotta come in with logic and making
like a
sense?
whole
We're gonna
earthquake
make more
city.
in a day than you are doing this for a week.
Yeah, once I really heard the price, I was like, 5 go for a wagon? You know what? Just take the bag, kid. Fuck. Get out of here. Like, here you go, Travis. Go make some coal money. I'm gonna go out and
Why
slay a
don't you
dragon or some shit.
Have
Like, I thought
Travis
it was-
work for you.
That's literally what I just told him he was doing.
Oh, I thought that was, okay.
Yeah, I was like, Travis, you're doing this shit now. And he's like, oh, really, sir? And I'm like, yes!
You're gonna
But,
backslap
much
him.
nicer, much nicer.
What I will say is, in current 2024 D&D rules, one of the things that started is bastions, which is like similar to bases, and it's basically like little places that your group has set up that give you bonuses and stuff like that. One of them's called like inn. Like there's different things like that you
Oh,
can
like,
essentially it's money sinks.
In the little
It's a super
tent
cool
thing, how we
stuff.
hid in the little thing. Like, and it will say that gave us a bonus to stealth or whatever. Like, kind of like that. Like when we were hiding from the fuckwits and we had to, like, go under a rug inside the?
No, it's more money crunchy than that.
All right.
But for
yeah, no, this
another
isn't worth it.
session,
Is to have
that
our
you already
base.
given up.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not. This is Travis. Here you go, buddy. I'm gonna leave you.
Oh,
with
a new
giant,
life, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna leave you with a fucking cart full of coal. You know what I mean? That's a nice thing. I can't emotionally part with this satchel for. I don't understand it myself, but deal with this fucking cart of coal, and when I come back to pick up my tool of malicious murder, I will. My bad news, the fake news. When I come to get fake news, I will fill up that cart again. So.
Are you telling me that you're leaving a man with 5 gold's worth of coal
That's 5 gold.
and a promise to come back
Yeah, why not? Like,
with
it's
another 5 gold's worth?
It's a lot of coal, though. Like, I don't
It's
understand. I'm trying to be, like, I'm just trying to be nice to this fucking guy. It shouldn't be this hard to be nice.
There are so many other ways to be nice.
I mean, we started off by not murdering him.
The problem isn't that you're being nice. The problem is that you're trying to make a profit off of it.
But why can't... So? You can be both? We just met the guy, jeez.
I feel like we've gone through every layer of capitalism until we got to charity. Like,
everything but giving him the bag. Like,
You've
like
become the Salvation Army of this
coal.
universe. I'm just saying.
Here, take the fucking coal. Take a fucking whole truck of coal before I set it on fire and push it into town. I'm getting real.
Oh, no!
Sorry. You didn't hear that last part. Just getting frustrated. And sometimes when I get frustrated, I think of things.
Man, I'm glad I'm hanging out with Yen. Ben.
So Travis and 5 gold's worth of coal goes to start a new life.
Let him go into business with
Probably
this
not
guy
a
or some shit.
business,
I don't
but
fucking
like a life.
Yeah.
A cart of coal on fire wouldn't even deal a lot of damage. It would just be, like,
Oh, it would just be a fire.
annoying.
Yeah, it's not meant to. It's frustration. It's not like I'm trying anything. It's venting.
I hope that when we are
Just
back to the
sell
city,
dumpster
he's
fires.
fucking rich, and he's not sharing anything with us. he made it.
Yeah, I hope he
He's
does.
CEO of Coal.
He's like,
Wagons.
yeah, that's Travis. That's his sweet honey boy. That's fine. He'd be ecstatic. I didn't keep him alive. I kept you alive because I saw that in you. He would take
He's
full
gonna
credit
invest
for
those
everything he
$5.
did. He's like Seto's such a narcissist in any season that he would take full credit. Like, you're welcome.
Walden, roll me an insight on
Don't
Travis.
murder me. Oh, I thought you like Walden strikes Seto. Like that's.
I wouldn't bother.
I wouldn't, right? Just drag him.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah, Travis seems ecstatic.
Travis seems ecstatic.
Well, at least somebody's happy.
Somebody's every hand's a fucking article. It's not really good at doing good stuff.
Okay, let's move on, or I will burn this coal.
But yeah, this definitely didn't turn in what I thought it would money wise, and I apologize for that.
I feel like the Kirin was right, but we'll go back to that another day. So you're looking for a cloak of protection.
That's so mean. I feel like the Kirin was. That's so specific to this campaign. I love it so much. So yes.
So how many cloaks of protection are you looking for?
Right.
4. Okay.
Right. Is that what
And we want to make a discount if we
Yeah.
can.
and we're trying
Okay.
to get discount. I
So
really
yeah,
thought- Fuck.
you find what seems to be more like an adventure supply store. You come off of the kind of bustle of the street. Is it working? Is it not working? Mm-mm. It might be my internet. I don't know. Is it working for other people?
What?
I don't see any changes.
I haven't
Okay,
heard any
don't worry about
change.
Okay.
Oh, the music just started.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's probably my internet then. Yeah, so you walk into an adventure supply store and you're greeted by a stout fellow who has deep purple skin and a twirly moustache.
I'll go ahead and walk up and be like, "Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello
we're
there.
looking, yeah, we're looking for a couple supplies. We're gonna be hitting the road in a few days. We want to kind of, get some stuff while we're here."
Understandable. Anything in particular?
Yes. There's, and I'll just kind of like go through the whole list, like the crossbow, cloaks of protection, the sickle. Anything else?
How is the money doing? I mean, how much is everything is amounting to?
That's a good question.
Currently, you
Bye.
Uh-oh,
that was
Sage
her
just
internet.
vanished.
I think they were gonna say you're gonna spend 500 total for
Oh, there we go.
the 4 cloaks, the boots, the crossbow, 200 gold. I was finishing your sentence. 200
yeah, I got kicked
total.
out.
Everybody got everything for free. You were so
Yeah.
generous.
The 200 was a tip.
Yeah, so the cloak of protection, I believe, are 150 each. And the others you need to haggle about. A little bit thrown off by my internet stopping and now having no sound, but that's okay. So you were interested in some venturing gear, I hear, then?
Yes. We wanted to, and yeah, I'll just kind of go through the list of everything. The crossbow, the cloak's protection, the sickle, the boots. Am I missing anything? What am I missing?
I'm happy with boots and cloak. Sickle for druid and crossbow.
Crossbow for me.
And your
cloak's
rifle
protection.
is getting done somewhere else.
Yeah, the rifle isn't here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's everything then.
Yeah, we'll make that.
What
money
kind of
before-
boots was that, sorry?
Elven boots of the ones you put on the list.
Yes, the boots of elven kind.
Yeah, elven.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's quite a few bits you're interested in getting. If you give me a moment, I'll show you what I've got. Crossbow-wise, who would that be for?
That would be for myself. I have a plan for it. I don't know if this is something that you would know much about, but and I kind of like show off like my arm and like kind of like point out like how it could possibly integrate with my arm and kind of like walk through the idea.
Interesting. Tinkery little thing. I see. Well, I do have some hand crossbows. Maybe that's something that could be mounted.
Yeah, that's definitely on the scale of what I was thinking.
Okay, give me 1 second. Now, and they go through kind of what they've got, and they go, I have different types of craft on my hand crossbows. I actually have quite a selection. They're quite useful little things for novice adventurers, but we find a few more challenging customers like to pick up masterwork things. What kind of budget do you have?
It's let's how much are we sitting at now after requisitioning stuff from
$4.
Martha?
So this, if the sending is, just to double check what's from Martha, I didn't get a clear under. So there was the two.
Two sending stones.
Right.
+1 upgrade to +1 upgrade to Newt's sword. I think that's it.
Yeah, but the sword and the shield aren't done by Martha for free.
Yeah, the sword and
Yes.
the shield is because you're being benefacted, and the sending stones. Is that the extra two? So you'll have one in Grinwall, one in Lapshire. No, sorry, one in Grinwall, one in Hanker, and then two more.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 100 gold for the sending stones. And then, so you, from what you told me earlier, you now have 1,720 gold.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say about a 1,700 gold.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think I even have a planned crossbow or a crossbow that expensive.
Well,
Dare
that
say.
would be for the whole order. I wouldn't want to spend that much on a single crossbow.
No, I dare say. But a single crossbow, well, that will set you back. Somewhere around the 65 gold region.
Okay. Okay.
This stuff is wet, and I touch.
Let me
everything.
double check that.
This is wet from the floods. And I
It's
say,
not. I keep everything inside.
I say it as a compliment, but it sounds like I'm looking for defects to lower the price.
It absolutely does. Yeah.
No,
Do
it's
you
okay.
mean? Do you mean to try and haggle by
Yes.
saying everything seems wet? Okay, because you mean it as a compliment, roll me persuasion.
$18.
18. Okay, we will use that when haggling in a bit. So 65 gold for a hand crossbow. Now, what else? You mentioned some cloaks of protection. I tend to sell them for around 200 gold each, but if you're looking at getting multiples, I could lower the price.
Okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. We're looking for 4 total.
Quite a few.
Yes. Want to make sure that all the people who are traveling with us are, sufficiently protected.
I can fully understand many travelers, even if not adventurers, want a cloak of protection. They sell very well, and luckily it means that a lot of wizards and artificers make them.
Right. Along with that, we want the pair of boots of elven kind, and then can we get a scythe as well, just like a regular scythe?
A regular scythe. Okay. Now, regular scythes, they're not particularly expensive. They're just farming equipment. It'll set you back 15 gold.
Okay.
But this one, would you be interested in a scythe that is for farming or a scythe that is for reaping?
Let's, out of character, which would Steve want? I'm sure that we probably either talked about this, or I know you well enough that I could probably guess it. My instinct says farming because it's not really like, I don't know if it's necessarily like an attack scythe or.
What I was requesting was a druidic focus.
Oh, okay. So is that
The
a sickle?
wand of the war wand, right? That ups the DCs.
Nope,
Whoop.
I don't know what that means.
Wait, so this is is this a specific thing, or is like, are you going to get like a base thing and then do something to it?
You're asking me as a player?
Oh, whoever knows.
I was looking for a moon sickle.
A moon sickle, sir.
Oh, okay. That's my
okay.
bad. I misheard you then.
Here, though.
No worries. Now, those are quite rare to get hold of. Not many people are druids in the area. But luckily, we're on quite the trade route. I should be able to find some kind of connection. Now, they're quite rare, but some of them are less rare. As you're being such good customers, I could potentially do it for less. Now, if I do my addition, it would normally be 800 for the 4 cloaks, but if I bring that down to 600, your crossbow at 65, and then boots you mentioned, elven kind, we don't get them in as often. They tend to be adventurers, and like you see that they're kind of like a little persuaded by Newt. Like maybe it's because they worried about the flood and Newt thinks they're being praising, but either way it seems to have gone pretty well. I'm happy to maybe round up some figures. What say you for... Now, I think it's quite a very reasonable price, but what about 1,200 gold for all of what you've requested? The 4 cloaks, the boots, and the hand crossbow as well. How does that sound? And the sickle?
That it certainly sounds like a fairly generous price, and I do appreciate that.
What if we threw in some healing potions, and then we wiggle that down just a little bit?
Oh, you're willing to do some bartering?
But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a way to like subtly like introduce the fact that like we basically just saved the city. So like,
oh, you want to do that subtly? Okay, good thing you said that now. Because I was about to be like, you know what the fuck we just did?
I don't want to, because I don't want to like, I don't want to talk to them. So I'm just like, I am grateful about your prices because we did have to blow through a good amount of our supplies recently. You remember like the day, like the flood, the earthquakes, and all that other stuff, and there was a huge fight in the middle of the city. Well, funny story on that, Mark. We were at the center of it. We had to go through a lot of our supplies in that fight, and we helped kind of make sure that things went fairly smoothly. And so like being able to kind of restock here and get some provisions for the road is incredibly helpful. So I appreciate that you are willing to have such a generous price. Generosity is so important.
Yes, I gave you quite the discount on the sickle and the boots. I even rounded it down for you rather than up.
I think what my friend was talking about is we just don't. I couldn't believe how dry everything was because when we released all this water into the city, we got
released all this water.
Yeah. Well, we broke the seal that was holding it back. So we.
Oh, it's been utter chaos. You caused the earthquakes too?
Nope, that came.
We
well
did not
before
cause
us.
the earthquakes.
Stop the earthquakes.
Stop! Oh, the
It's
water
a
was causing
long
them.
story. It's a long story.
Sounds like a long
It's
story.
quite the adventure, and
Between one of you or Walden or Seto, give me a persuasion with advantage because you're helping each other.
My persuasion is a -1.
oh shit. Okay, well I guess I can do that.
I'm acting too
even-
charismatic for my character.
I do it every time in the other game, and just I've got a -1.
Right? Like you riz so hard, my whole. I was like, you got this. Yeah, I'm bringing that.
I
in.
love the negotiation tactics. Like, hey, lower these prices because this is wet. By the way, we release the water.
Yeah, like
I didn't necessarily think of that, but it worked. Maybe we'll see. I get advantage on my persuasion, which is a +6. So
Yeah, go for it.
start with a 10. That's literally middle of the road. It's either going to be better or worse, or the same.
You did stealth.
that's stealth.
Oh shit, my bad.
You got a 9, so it was worse.
Oh yeah, it was one worse than whatever it was.
And you got worse again.
Worse
So,
than
like you're just going down.
well,
So
you
just,
said
getting
you
better.
you
kept
got a
hitting it.
16. Got a
So, yeah.
16.
So you got a
That's fine.
16.
Is,
You know what? He'll roll. To see, that's 16's kind of okay. So he thinks it over. He goes, well, I mean, it's not super great that things got so damp, but like maybe it'll be good in the long term.
No,
and
it is great.
I mean, It's
okay,
important,
water
Water is
is good. I wouldn't really like to give away too many of these items for much cheaper. So how about I throw in a potion of greater healing, and that's my thank you.
Honestly, I appreciate it, and I'm never one to turn down a thank you.
Okay, so he gives you the greater healing as a thank you. Well, thank you very much for helping the town. I dare say it would be lovely to, meet the saviors again. Another time in the shop. I mean, I'm always willing to strike a bargain with people that are willing to buy in bulk.
And how much was
So I'm
that
just going to write in the chat for you
Yes.
guys. I'm just going to write it down for you. Yeah.
I put on the cloak. It's like a wet towel. And I do say it with super green, a white green.
Good for you.
Yours are also wet, Theo. Yours is wetter.
Protection.
It was the Boots of Elbenkind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Moonsicle. Moonsicle.
But just because I'm setting up my inventory. Which moonsicle did we buy? Plus what?
The +1. It says that a moonsicle +1 is normally 500 gold. So
Oh damn.
we'll go for the +1 at 350. Feel like that's reasonable for the budget
Yeah.
and the
it was a lot.
economy. Yeah. So
I assume once I equip this, it's going to take everything into consideration. I don't have to worry about +1s and what have you.
it should do the math, but I think you'll need to attune it, which is a slot.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
The
don't know
cloak of
what it means.
protection.
Help me when that comes down to that.
So yeah, what I'll do is I will help.
Thank you.
By my count, you guys have 620 gold.
All right, I'll mark that down. That's just what we're at. Is at 620, so that works.
So you want to
Yes.
buy more coal
Sure.
so we can sell it later
We
at
don't need
higher
to buy
prices?
coal. We can
Think
literally
about-
make coal.
You have to think on the long run. All this water is gonna ruin the ecosystem here that is used to being dry, and they're gonna need the coal. They don't know yet.
That's why we gave him a whole cart full to set Travis up to reward his life decisions.
I'm gonna do the attunement for you, Steve, just so you know it's definitely on.
I'm gonna make a stealth roll to see how it works with advantage and disadvantage at the same time.
It's just a straight roll, but that's gonna be
Yeah, but it pops up a window saying, "Hey, what's happening here? You have advantage with the boots and you have disadvantage with the armor. Which one it is?" And it says normal one. Yeah. And stealth again.
Those are attuned for you, Mike. So they'll automatically add on to your bonuses. You should see your armor class has gone up.
Hoot.
Okay. Yes. So in the future, like, what is the actual attunement process? I just have to like spend some time to attune the thing.
It usually is in a short break. Rest.
We'll role play that aspect, but on the sheet it's like at the bottom.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a checkbox. Yeah, but we'll probably role play that. You tend to do it either during a short rest or a long rest.
Okay.
It tends to be for an hour.
Okay. Beautiful. I now know how to do that in the future. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Nice. Oh, I wanted to go to the magical.
The scrolls?
Yeah, for scrolls.
Roll me investigation.
Oh, all right. God, I'm rolling donkey dicks today.
That's okay. As you kind of look around the adventure supply store, you do see like a couple of like useful items to have. Okay. And you kind of see that like this guy probably knows where scrolls would be, right? If he handles adventurers stuff, he'll handle scroll stuff.
That's true.
So you think like maybe he would know where an Emporium would be?
Yeah. Would you know where a discerning folk could get some scrolls?
Oh yeah, if you just pop over like across the road to the left. Yeah, it's Barry.
Barry.
Tell him Harold sent you.
All right. But yeah, that was all I needed from this place. Barry, Harold.
Okay.
Harold and Barry.
Well, I'll see you later.
Yep. Thank you, Harold.
No worries. Lovely to meet you. What was your name?
I'm Walden.
I just pictured all of us all legitimately freezing at the concept of giving our real names. Like, yeah. But
well, lovely to meet you.
yeah. I'm Seto.
Ah.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Well, do stop by if you have any adventuring needs in the future. And we'll close the session today.
Yeah.
We will head back. And next session will start probably attuning to some of these items and getting some maps or something. We'll do scrolls maybe over chat. You guys have 620 gold, not taking away the sending stones with Martha, so it'd be 520 if we include the sending stones. So if you guys look through any scrolls, first level is 50, second level is 100, third level is 150. You wouldn't get over third level scrolls in the majority of places, or you would have to know the shopkeeper.
No, that's fair.
All right.
Honestly, I like that. That is, I can get behind that. I can have something ready for you. I definitely was not prepared.
No, that's the kind of thing that isn't
This-
super preparable
yeah.
on the spot.
So, yeah.
But yeah, you guys have gone shopping.
Woo!
Yay.
Woo! And we will pick up this next time.
Yes. So yeah, thank you for joining us. This is Captain Valen reminding everybody to that life happens in every